Aiden, obviously here at U20 World Championships, another World Championship setting for you. What's the mindset going into this one?
Same mindset as it's always been. It's go out, score points, be fast, be aggressive, be smart. And if I go out wrestle my style, then, I'm probably one of the hardest people to beat when they're on point wrestling their style. So I need to go out, wrestle my style, just be aggressive, be smart, look to score points, attack to score points, and never stop attacking. And hopefully, if I do that, everything should turn out in my favor.
What have you been training on, during this camp? You have the experience and all that, so what's kind of the lessons that you learned from the last ones to go into this training camp and training for the U20 World Championship?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple good camps, Obviously, freak stuff happens, it is what it is, but, I'm going to go out and I'm still going to wrestle my best. And, I've been working on, improving my front headlocks, improving my guts, my throw. I've just been working on improving all around just my wrestling, just in general. So I've been working on that. I've been having the best partners I could. I've been having, Soren. I've been having Joe Rao, Freeman, Robbie Smith. I've been having these great dudes that I could, that I'm training with, and it's put me in the best situation that I could ask for currently, leading into this World Championships.
You just mentioned some of the training partners you had, especially like Joe Rao and obviously Robbie Smith, and them being Olympians. How have they been able to help you and mentor you and the little things, because they have been on that Olympic stage and trying to get you towards your goal of getting a World Championship?
What I mean, even looking at current Olympians, like I forgot I was partnering with Adam Kuhn. I was his training partner for Paris, and those guys, they've been in the sport so long, and they've been at such a high level in this sport, to where, if something doesn't work and it's strictly just because of like age or maturity or something in the sport, then they'll teach me and they'll be like, hey, this may not work right now, but this is going to work at the highest level when you need it to work, Olympics, world, stuff like that. So, I've been really grateful to train with those guys, Robbie, Adam, Joe, all those guys. I've been really grateful to train with them, and honestly, those were some of the best partners and just people teaching me stuff throughout this year that I could have asked for.
Leading into this camp, it's not just you representing Oregon State. You have Justin, obviously, later on. And since you've been on the world stage and he hasn't, what kind of lessons have you been able to teach him for him to get ready for these championships?
Yeah, so I mean, Justin's my guy. I'm actually staying out here extra to watch him. But, it's once you reach a high enough level, there's not really lessons to be taught, right? It's more like just kind of advice given. So like, I wasn't necessarily, teaching him stuff. I was more just giving him advice on, if he wanted to follow it, then yeah, he could have, but not, And I mean, I've been doing that with some of the guys here that like, this is their first World Championships, their first or second, I've been overseas a multitude of times. So I know what works, at least for me, and I'm at least gonna pass it on, right? So like I told Justin, like I told some of these guys, I was like, unless you enjoy competing in front of people, like if you look up and you get nervous, don't look up, right? It's the World Championships. Even if there's not a lot of people there, it's the atmosphere that's gonna get you. And that's what got me my first match against India my first year. And I still won that match, but I went out there and I was just cold. Like I warmed up, I was ready, and I walked out, I looked up, and it was just a crowd of people. And I was like, oh, this is like kind of scary, right? After doing that, after doing Fargo, after doing everything, I've learned to enjoy wrestling in front of people. So I enjoy wrestling in front of people. I enjoy putting on a show and whatever. So I'm like, I talk to these guys. I'm like, if you don't like putting on a show, if you don't like entertaining people, don't look up. It's gonna make you nervous. Or like, there's a couple of us where I'm like, look up, do what you want. I'm gonna look up. I enjoy seeing everyone that's gonna watch, right? And then, that was one of the big things. I told Justin and a bunch of the other guys, like, bring stuff from home that you like, because you don't know if they have it over here, right? So like I do the same thing. I bring chocolate milks, I bring some body armor, stuff like that. I'll bring everything that I know I'll need for the tournament over here if they don't have it. So that's really all it was.
And finally, when you step on that mat, what are we going to see from you?
Yeah, ooh, you can expect to see. Yeah, when I step on that mat, it's my last U20 World Championships. I'm gonna go out with a bang. That's the plan. So I'm gonna go out, be fast, be aggressive, and put on a show and hopefully entertain everyone and show that Greco's entertaining, and that you just have to watch the right people if you want it to be entertaining. So what you can expect from me is to go out, have me go out, wrestle my hardest, wrestle my best, but also be fast, be aggressive, and be smart, and hopefully bring back that gold medal.